Our fourth grade, you just let me know, Mr. T, whenever you're ready. Y'all are doing a good job. Thumbs up. How many of you, by raise of hands, how many of you like the cooler weather instead of the warm weather? How many of you are like, no, give me summer back. Give me the summer weather. I like the warm weather. I got up this morning and I walked outside and I went, what? It is cold. Is anybody else like that? Wow, it's cold this morning. All right, well, buckle up because it's just going to get more cold, right? Colder. All right, we are ready to go. Welcome to all of our parents and grandparents online. Thank you, Mr. Thompson, for getting all that set up. We're going to start with our monthly Read and Grow winners for October. How many of you really enjoy reading? That's awesome. So we know that some of these win awards, but make sure that you really keep reading and working hard at that. Awesome job to all of you. All right, kindergarten, Mrs. Hughes. Congratulations to Sadie McHenry. Great job, Sadie. K5, Mrs. Tant, is Landon Woolard. K5, Mrs. Gillen, Grant Issett. And K5, Mrs. Did I say Mrs. Mills? I got that right, didn't I? Or did I say Owens? K5, Mrs. Mills, Penelope Williams. Did I say Owens? Come on up, Penelope, whatever grade you're in. We'll get it right. Kindergarten, we had fun on our field trip the other day, didn't we? That was fun. We went to Dean's Farm. That was great. I was able to drive for that. First grade, Mrs. Eford. Well, she didn't win the award. Don't clap yet. Charlie Bowling, now you clap. All right. Good job, Charlie. First grade, Mrs. Taylor said Noah Orellana. Oh, Noah's not here. Noah, good job. We'll get you your award when you come back. We're glad you did that. Mrs. Gillen's first grade, Paisley Zadunik. Second grade, Mrs. Zervis, Tucker Langman. Second grade, Mrs. Klein, Ella Claire Boswell. And second grade, Mrs. Griffey, Violet Thompson. All right, moving on to third grade, Mrs. Addo in her class. And they're like trying to clap for Mrs. Addo. You did great too, Mrs. Addo. But in her class, it's Liam Herndon. Third grade, Mrs. Eford. This must be a reading family. Garrison Fisher. In fourth grade, Mrs. McClanahan's class, Lorelai Causey. Good job. And in fourth grade, Mr. Hess, Natalie Webb. All right, good job, all of you readers. Well done. Mr. Thompson's going to get you on the camera, so everybody wave at Mr. Thompson back there. Everybody in the crowd always waves too. All right, give him one more round of applause. Good job, readers. You can have a seat. Go ahead, you can have a seat. Go ahead. Good job. All right, now for the Student of the Month. As I told you all earlier, helpfulness was the quality that we were looking for. Great job. And I'm sure there's more than just on this list, but these ones were chosen. The first one is not here today. She's not feeling good. Mrs. Hughes' class, but she did a great job, is Baylor Evans. Good job, Baylor. Mrs. Mills' K5 was Lee Thompson. Good job, Lee. Mrs. Owens, K5, Brixton McHenry. Uh-oh, Mrs. Tant. I should have you say this last name, right? All right, let's see if I get it right. In Mrs. Tant's K5 class, it's Ava, but let's see if I can get this. Stathakis. Stathakis. Oh, it's super close. Stathakis. Ava Stathakis. Come on, Ava. Good job. And now we all know. Ava, it's okay. I have a last name that doesn't get called very well, very often either. So we both have something in common. All right, Mrs. Eford, first grade, Charlie Bowling. She was 2 for 2, wasn't she? Good job, Charlie. First grade, Mrs. Gillen, Carson Davis. Good job, Carson. And in first grade, Mrs. Taylor's class, Mr. Walker Caraway. All right, must run in the family here. Second grade, Mrs. Klein, Barkley Evans. Second grade, Mrs. Griffey, it was Ariana Parker. Good job, Ariana. Good job. I'm sorry, Ariana. I got that right, Ariana Parker. Second grade, Mrs. Zervis, Everly Pridgeon. Good job, Everly. Third grade, Mrs. Addo is Carson Eason. Third grade, Mrs. Eford is Gabby Fields. Fourth grade, Mr. Hess, Jenna Coughlin. Jenna, did I get that right? Did I get your last name right? 1 out of 20. I got right. All right, good job, Mr. Vibo. Fourth grade, Mrs. McClanahan, Sam Mitchell. Good job, student of the month, helpfulness. Everybody wave at Mr. Thompson back there. Oh, everybody's waving. All right. Give him one more round of applause. Good job, student of the month. Y'all can have a seat. Have a seat. Good job.